Hey everybody, happy Friday to you. You know, every once in a while, doesn't happen very often, but Wicket comes up with a good idea. And that idea involves my upside-down Milwaukee Braves hat, because he came up with the idea of putting every member of the Milwaukee Brewers into the hat, just plucking one out, something we had a little fun with on the show this morning, and then me riffing for about 1.5 to 2 minutes on the guy. So, because it was your idea, we're going to bring in Wicket to choose the first one out of the hat.
The first one out of the hat is Corey Hart, my boy.
Your boy, Corey Hart, is the only thing that, first of all, Wicket and Sparky, I think, agree on, and that's Brewers right fielder Corey Hart, who had an absolutely disastrous September, as everybody knows. He had a great first half of the season, wound up going to the All-Star game last year, and deservedly so. He's one of the fastest Brewers, if not the fastest Brewer, because in the 60-yard dash, which I'm not sure why Ned Yost ever had these guys run that in the first place, he outran everybody else in that particular race. But as far as his outfield play, he's had some time in center field when Bill Hall was struggling offensively back in 2007, played exclusively in right field last year, and when he was struggling at the plate, it looked like his fielding was struggling too. So far this spring, he's gotten off to a very hot start, a couple of home runs in his first 10 at-bats, 7 hits in his first 10 at-bats of the season, of the preseason as well. So hopefully Corey Hart looks like he's hitting the ball again, but it's all up here with Corey Hart. Baseball is such a mental game, and if Corey's head isn't screwed on straight, as it hasn't been for, well, at least the stretch driving on into the playoffs last year, the Brewers are really going to struggle because they need his bat in the 5-hole. It's one of the most important spots in the order because not only do you need production from the top of the order, but you can't have that bottom half of the order start out with an easy out, an easy strikeout. And Corey was swinging at everything last year. He was swinging at pitches out of the strike zone. He was swinging at pitches that weren't even thrown to him when he was in the on-deck circle. He was swinging at pitches that went back to the backstop. He was swinging at pitches that hit the mascot. He was swinging at balls that were flying in from the outfield trying to get runners at the plate. He was swinging at everything. This year it seems as though he's got his head screwed on straight a little bit more with Dale Swaim as his hitting instructor instead of Jim Scanlon. I just think that sometimes baseball players need to have not only the message changed, but also the messenger changed. And I think that if anyone's going to benefit by having Dale Swaim's approach at the plate, it may be Corey Hart, and so far the results have been good in spring training. Hopefully it'll continue on into the regular season as well. That is the date for, that is the vlog for today's date, March 6th. We're going to continue to do this each and every day right here on sportsradio1250.com. We're just going to pluck one name out of the hat and talk about how important that particular player is going to be to the Milwaukee Brewers. I'll be at the United Center tonight, Bradley Center tomorrow for the Bucks game tonight against the Chicago Bulls. I would say almost a must-win because the Bucks haven't been playing very well, and the Bulls have been winning 4 straight games in a row. And right now, those two teams battling out for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Also, coming up tomorrow, Marquette will wrap up their season against Syracuse at the Bradley Center, then on to New York for the Big East Conference Tournament. The Golden Eagles not playing great basketball, especially getting blown out at Pittsburgh by 15 points the other night. They've lost 3 straight and really could use a win to end off the regular season against Syracuse before they head to Madison Square Garden. So that'll do it for today's edition of the program. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you Monday morning starting at 5 on the Doug and Mike Show, cooked up by George Webb Restaurants on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP, and, of course, right here at sportsradio1250.com.